Mild to warming temperatures on the way for this week. More about that coming up in just a moment.
Right now, this morning, no taxes on tips. A local lawmaker explains how servers could keep more cash. And La Crosse's mayor offering personal meetings with citizens will tell you how you can make your voice heard. La Crosse firefighters trading their hoses for boots to help kids with muscular dystrophy, how you can help. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter on this Monday, September 8th. That is 6 a.m. Unfortunately, we're all Powerball losers. None of us won in the state of Wisconsin, so we're here at work today. We'll send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett. We may be Powerball losers, but hey, Packers won. That could be considered winning the lottery to some Packers fans, right?
How do you know if my cousin didn't win?
Well, maybe your cousin won, but you're still here, Art, so it's not that good of a cousin, is it?
Listen.
Sorry.
Anyway, how about the weather? She's right about the Packers. Packers won. I was even happy for them, even as a Niner fan. Hey, they're looking good. Young, man, spry. As we get into it, morning sprinkles possibly today, getting away into some warming conditions for your forecast. And we'll hold on to some fog, some frost out there as well to our east. You can still see that continuing on there until about 8 a.m. this morning. Then we'll give way to this. Current temperatures in the 30s. You have some 40s. Look at that, 32 in Black River Falls, 34 in Sparta, La Crosse at 46 degrees. We may even see some fog working its way toward the downtown area. Look at those clouds starting to billow, and you can see it also by the river as well as heading towards our area here. Eau Claire holding on to some mostly cloudy skies with a few clouds sneaking in behind areas by Ladysmith. We'll hold on to the 40s, the 50s, and the 70s getting into through your morning, and then eventually La Crosse will do similar conditions as well getting into the afternoon, where we're looking at conditions to be like this. 70s abound, mostly widespread, low to middle 70s in your forecast. Then we get into this with some shower potential coming in possibly for Tuesday, getting into Wednesday maybe as well, as that continues to move on with the temperatures gaining into the upper 70s to the low 80s on the way. That's your forecast. Back to you.
Thank you, Art. In some national headlines, the president expected to make remarks at the Museum of the Bible in D.C. today. It comes as the Trump administration has begun an immigration operation in Boston. The president also sending mixed messages regarding his threats to send federal agents into Chicago. CBS News' Bradley Blackburn reports.
President Donald Trump attended the U.S. Open over the weekend amid backlash over his threats to take over U.S. cities in a crackdown on crime and illegal immigration.
We're going to make a decision as to where we go over the next day or two.
Over the weekend, the president posted this meme on social media warning that, quote, Chicago about to find out why it's called the Department of War, also referring to his renaming the Department of Defense. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker pushed back on social media. Illinois won't be intimidated by a wannabe dictator. And on CBS News Face the Nation, Illinois Senator Tammy Duckworth.
It would be an illegal order to declare war on a major city, any city within the United States by the President of the United States.
Sunday, President Trump appeared to soften that rhetoric.
We're not going to war. We're going to clean up our cities.
This, as CBS News has learned, the administration is pushing forward with a plan to turn a naval base north of Chicago into a staging area for potential immigration operations. And an internal memo obtained by CBS News says roughly 250 federal agents have been requested. Sparking protests as the Windy City also held Mexican Independence Day events over the weekend. Also Sunday, the Department of Homeland Security said it has launched a new immigration enforcement operation in Massachusetts dubbed Patriot 2.0. DHS says to target the worst criminal illegal aliens living in the state. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Restaurant workers could keep more of their tips under President Trump's so-called Big Beautiful Bill. Representative Derek Van Orden hosted a no tax on tips event promoting that legislation. He broke down how he says eliminating tip taxes would impact food service workers.
So the servers here, they get up, they work very, very hard. And I want them to be able to keep as much money that they earn as possible. And that's what this bill is doing. We're talking about $25,000 a year worth of a tax break for their tips. And that's the right thing to do.
Opponents of the bill argue the cuts to overtime are temporary and the bill will strip millions of Americans from health care and food benefits. La Crosse's Mayor Shondell Washington Spivey looking to hear directly from you. The mayor will hold 15-minute sessions starting October 8th, continuing every second Wednesday of the month after that. Washington Spivey says he wants to give citizens his complete attention and hear their ideas for improving the city. If you're interested, you can sign up on the city website. If you see firefighters standing in the street today, don't worry. They're not responding to an emergency. News 8 Now Seth Padilla joins us to tell us why La Crosse firefighters will be asking for your help in a different way today. Seth.
Alexandra, you might see local firefighters in an unusual spot this afternoon, right in the middle of the street collecting donations. It's all for the Fill the Boot campaign to benefit the Muscular Dystrophy Association. Firefighters will be at 4th Street and La Crosse Street from 2:30 to 5:30 p.m. Donations go toward research, care programs, and children's summer camps.
The last couple of years, it's been about $4,000 in the span of 3 hours that we'll raise, but other years we've raised closer to $8,000 to $9,000.
The Fill the Boot campaign has raised millions of dollars since 1954 for the Muscular Dystrophy Association. So look for the firefighters wearing safety vests, and if you're not able to donate cash, the boots will have QR codes with other ways to donate. Reporting live from the newsroom, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now This Morning.
Thank you, Seth. 600 flags have been put up in honor of first responders. Many of them are sponsored in honor of military veterans, but some are for local heroes as well. The flags will be taken down today at 3 p.m. during a special ceremony.
Flags of Honor is a display we've been doing down here for about 5 years. It's a fundraiser that the Legion has been doing a lot of remodeling, so it's been helping with the building remodeling, but it's also a way to honor all of our community heroes.
Flag forms are available Memorial Day weekend each year. They're then displayed the weekend after Labor Day. 2 dogs are reunited with their owners, thanks in part to a La Crosse drone service. Dogs Nala and Tanner were found in Holman Friday after their owners worked with a rescue service with some high-tech gear, as News 8 Now's Brooklyn Hine explains.
Last weekend, the 2 dogs ended up far away from home. Their owners and many others searched for days, but couldn't locate the pups. That's when Dan and Matt, local rescuers, stepped in. Matt was able to locate the dogs using a drone.
Yeah, you just fly in a pattern, try not to miss any areas. Besides that, it's just flying the drone, put time in, and don't stop until you find them.
Matt says the technology gave him a clear view when seconds counted. Animal shelters say this isn't a one-time story, and drone usage is becoming an effective way for pet rescue.
It's a real high stress level for that animal, where a drone is much less invasive and will help locate that animal quicker without scaring them.
Professionals say drones cover more ground quickly, improving the chance of finding lost pets.
Bringing in all the reinforcements is a real benefit. You know, we want to reunite those animals with their families as fast as possible.
If your pet goes missing, contact a local animal shelter right away. After 45 years, Piggies will close its doors. In a Facebook post, the restaurant said while the current chapter is ending, new opportunities may be on the horizon. The last day of service is September 20th. The King has left La Crosse, but not before crowning a new Elvis champion. Tim Hendry took first place at yesterday's Elvis Explosion finale, with Jesse Aaron finishing second. The 3-day competition at the La Crosse Center brought tribute artists and fans from around the world. All came to honor the King of rock and roll.
Just the fans of La Crosse have been great. They support the event and in the Coulee region, and we're very thankful. And we'll be back always the weekend after Labor Day for next year.
This year's competition saw more than 40 competitors, including 8 world champions. A tradition handed down through the generations. News 8 Now photographer Brianna Gasper has this week's eyepiece.
It's a family affair. My brother, my dad, and my family, my husband, and my 3 children. It's just kind of something that you're born into, and it's a legacy that you carry on throughout the years. The families and people that come together for generations, you know, like my dad growing up with a lot of people that still pull, and their dads all pulled together, and now they get to see their kids pull together.
It's neat to see the family names, the Andersons, the Krugers, the Souchiks that have been, their grandpas and great-grandpas have been pulling for 100 years, and they're still living a legacy today. So it's neat to see each different family keeping it going. This is a dying sport. All of these old-timers that have been doing it they're not around anymore, so these young guys have to step up and keep the sport alive.
We compete against each other. We definitely have a little bit of family rivalry going on, but it's fun to compete and push each other to do our best. I'm at least a 3rd-generation horse puller, and yeah, it's a family-oriented deal. Many of them are, and it definitely feels very nice. started many, many years ago when one farmer would tell the other one that their horses were stronger than that, and they see who could pull the most weight. So that's how it started, and we're still doing it today.
The sport is slowly shrinking as older generations retire, but they hope younger generations will pick up the reins to keep it going. The time now is 6:09. Still ahead on your morning news, the job market making it harder for younger Americans. The value of the American dollar dropping, and Google faces a lawsuit for breaking competition laws.
For some, side hustles are turning play into profits. I'm Bradley Blackburn with new numbers on how Americans are creating their own opportunities.
For now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. A raccoon rescued after falling down a chimney in Colorado. The sheriff's office said the animal was huddled in the home's fireplace and was clearly scared. Body cam video shows deputies removing the little critter with a blanket and getting it to safety outside. The sheriff said the raccoon was unharmed and scurried away to a happier life. Looks like when I try to give my cat a bath. As you start to wake up this morning, leaving you with a quick wake-up call. Oh, look at this. 3 birds have arrived. This is the Reynolds Channel in Long Beach, New York. Thank you for showing up for us, birdies. Stay with us. Your morning consumer news is after the break.
Come to the Vernon County Fair. Bring your family and enjoy food, exhibits, and the Midway. Visit our website for events like the Tractor and Truck Pulls, Demo Derby, and Horse Pulls. See the Nikki D Trio on Friday and Saturday night at 7 p.m. Vernon County Fair in Viroqua.
We really care about our employees and their families, and then also the community as a whole.
We have a lot of really, really good employees. It's like a family around here.
The customer is always number one. That's always our goal, to get them running.
Having Carrier as our main product, with the support that they give us, the commitment to their product, to our people, is outstanding.
From the first call that you make, we'll take care of you every step of the way.
And air conditioning, your comfort is our business.
Schwebel, Getz & Sieben will fight to get you a fair settlement.
When I woke up in the hospital, I knew that my next decisions were critical. And I knew right away that I wanted to use Schwebel, Getz & Sieben.
They were thorough, compassionate, and just really made us feel at ease right away.
I highly recommend Schwebel, Getz & Sieben to anybody that needs honest representation. They have been with us every step of the way.
Call or visit Schwebel.com today for a free consultation.
I'm Steve from Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions. If you have trouble opening a window or keeping one in place, you may have frame damage, worn materials, or even hidden problems you can't see. You need a trusted window company to evaluate it, check for hidden issues, and possibly replace the window. Our team will complete our Weather Guardian 15-step installation process on every job to ensure your home and family are safe before we leave. Call now for free installation and 5 years interest-free financing. Choose Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions or something less.
Mike Rowe here with a name every homeowner should know, Groundworks. Now, I've spent time with these guys, and I'll tell you, they handle basement waterproofing and foundation repair like no one else. They're trained, certified, and committed to making your experience great. You want to protect your biggest investment? The name to know is Groundworks.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Call us today for a free inspection.
Wow, Forest Berry Fudge is amazing. This is melting in my mouth.
Dill pickle? Whoa, that's actually good.
Holy fudge. This is the best thing ever.
Expressions brought to you by Valley Fudge and Candy. Find us in Coon Valley, Wisconsin, or order online today.
Come to the Vernon County Fair. Bring your family and enjoy food, exhibits, and the Midway. Visit our websites for events like the Tractor and Truck Pulls, Demo Derby, and Horse Pulls. Don't forget the homemade pie auction on Sunday. Vernon County Fair in Viroqua.
Well, good morning to you. As we get into it here, not much happening out there. You can see maybe a little moisture going towards Omaha. And then also a little bit of light moisture over the lake right now. And then up to the north, you're seeing a little bit of rainfall going by the Great Lakes there. In fact, as you get into it, fog is starting to work its way a little bit closer from the forecast here. Just a little bit here. But you go into La Crosse, man, oh man, look at that. We couldn't see that earlier this morning because it was so dark. But look at all that fog that is working its way all along the river and getting closer to the downtown area. It's coming, man. So please start your day a little bit earlier to get ahead of that fog. You're going to see the kids going to school today. They'll probably be sitting in a little bit of fog waiting for the bus today. 46 degrees as well, chilly and breezy. Those winds are going to kick up mostly around the 9 o'clock hour, up to about 20 miles per hour plus in some cases. By the 8 o'clock hour, they're at least, and 7 o'clock hour, they're at least about 18 miles per hour. You're holding on to the partly cloudy skies coming into the afternoon, breezy, 75 degrees for you. Eau Claire will do similar for the afternoon, and maybe a sprinkler or two possibly, but not so much. Chilly and breezy as to go in the morning for the kids heading on to school. This is what's happening. 6 a.m. all the way to 10 o'clock. You're looking at some partly cloudy skies giving way to mostly sunny skies, then back to partly cloudy skies, holding on some 70s in your forecast. Yes, it still will be breezy, believe it or not. And of course, we'll go to the same for Eau Claire. You're looking at that as well, getting into that sunshine a little bit here and there in the afternoon, and then back again to partly cloudy skies for you. And of course, the breeze is there. We'll hold on to Monday. Temperatures from 69 to about 76 degrees out there. And you're seeing that moisture coming up from the Gulf of Mexico, continuing to try to bring in that extra humidity to warm us up. You'll see the wind gusts also kicking up as well as we go through the next few days, a couple of days I should say, holding on to at least 25 mile per hour wind gusts going all the way into your Tuesday as well. Similar conditions in your forecast as well. That's a look at your forecast. More about that coming right up.
In your morning consumer news, younger Americans are struggling to find work in today's job market. The unemployment rate for 16 to 24-year-olds hitting 10.5% in August. That's more than twice the overall U.S. rate, and it's also the highest level in nearly 4 years. Even college graduates ages 20 to 24 are facing a 9.3% unemployment rate. The dollar weakened Friday after disappointing jobs data. The dollar index dropped 0.7% to its lowest level in more than a month. The decline followed government data showing job growth slowed and unemployment rose to its highest level in nearly 4 years. The EU is fining Google $3.5 billion for breaking competition laws. Officials accused Google of unfairly undercutting smaller competitors in online advertising. The Commission said Google violated antitrust laws by using its dominance to control the display advertising business. Google now has 2 months to tell regulators how it will comply and plans to appeal. President Trump threatened a tariff investigation into the EU in response. Fewer Americans are making ends meet by taking on a side job in addition to their main occupation. A recent survey found while the numbers are down, more younger people are partaking as a way to have some financial freedom. Bradley Blackburn introduces us to side hustlers.
Anna Worm is an administrative assistant by day and a dog walker whenever else she can.
I have about 5 dogs that I walk consistently each week, and then one-offs every once in a while.
Worm sets her own schedule through Rover and says pounding the pavement has been a financial boost.
Living in New York is really expensive, so I knew that if I was going to be here, I needed a second source of income to be able to live the life that I want to live.
A recent Bankrate survey found just over a quarter of Americans have side hustles. That's actually the lowest percentage since 2017, and most are using that extra dough for discretionary spending.
What's going on here is that the job market's been solid and wage growth has outpaced inflation for the past 3 years. People are catching up.
With the average side hustler making $900 a month, it's enough to pay down some debt or sock away for a rainy day.
Good.
It's also a way to turn a hobby into gainful employment.
I wanted to incorporate an activity into making money.
29-year-old Brianna Meertens picked up pickleball when she was in between jobs. The tennis player figured she could teach pickleball lessons.
Like more to the side.
It went from a side hustle to a full-time gig as a club pro, but Meertens still books private lessons on the side with an app called Teach Me To.
I'm able to pocket some extra money after bills are paid.
She encourages anyone even considering a side hustle to take a swing at it.
Don't be hesitant. Try it. You can make $5 in a day and make $100 tomorrow.
And that passion could become permanent. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Analysts say we could see a resurgence in side hustles with employment trends weakening and price growth potentially ticking up more due to tariffs. Among the most popular kinds of extra gigs, online sales, graphic design, crafts, and child and pet care. That's a look at your consumer news. We'll send it over to Art now. He's got an update on our forecast.
All right, and away we go. Folks heading to work as you get into Eau Claire right now. Here you're looking at drier conditions currently. A few clouds up in the distance there, and fog is still going to be working into your area soon. But right now, the fog is pretty much working its way into downtown La Crosse, gradually working in from the river, as you can see, about to cross the bridge and move on over. You're also seeing this little demarcation line. Yeah, it's starting to work its way into drier air, working its way into the Twin Cities. That's ahead of all this moisture that's coming in from the Gulf. I should say not only the Gulf of Mexico, but also from the West Coast where they had all that heat with those 90s. That's all starting to work into our area gradually. That's what's going to warm us up slowly as we get into the 70s today, and then eventually by the time we get deeper into the week, we'll see some low 80s in the forecast. But for now, we're holding on to at least partly to mostly cloudy skies. Some cloudy skies by Steuben there, 75 degrees for you. Partly cloudy skies over in Prairie du Chien at 75 degrees for you there. Holding on to at least partly cloudy skies. You get into areas right by La Crosse, 75 degrees, 74 up in Osseo there, holding on to 73 as you go more to the east. You're also looking at mostly on the north side. You've got partly cloudy skies giving up there. You've got 70s pretty much from 72, 71 to about 75 degrees. Rainfall pops in the picture, maybe in the form of sprinkles this early morning. You can see that crossing the river and works its way in, turning to showers by Eau Claire by 3 o'clock p.m., getting into showers and storms just north of Ladysmith, or at least to the northwest of Ladysmith. Then eventually showers come back again for Ladysmith by the 6:30 hour. Everybody else seems a little bit on the drier side. That stays dry until the 12 o'clock morning time slot working in by Winona. You've got some shower potential there. You have a little sprinkles going into areas by Eau Claire. And then for La Crosse, you pick that up around the 3 o'clock hour in the morning, and you see that colder air associated with that. Even though temperatures are in the 60s, it's still getting pretty chilly there. Of course, we have maybe a little bit of extra rainfall spreading around up to the north again, and it all coalesces again for the noon hour for Tuesday. We're picking up that from the Minneapolis area and then right back into our area as we go into the 8 o'clock hour for Tuesday with light to moderate showers, maybe a storm or two. That starts to work its way southward as you get closer to Sparta. You've got maybe some storm activity coming in here, Black River Falls as well. Then La Crosse gets into that as well. There's that storm by Sparta, and that continues to track a little bit more to the east, and up and out it goes. Overnight lows are looking at 60s mostly, some upper 50s in there, giving way to more sunshine as we go into the day for, well, you're also going to be seeing again some sprinkles as I mentioned before. As you look into Tuesday, the highs are in the 70s once again, but as we go into the next few days, my friends, you're going to be looking at the possibility of this, getting into conditions to be in the 70s, 80s come in by Thursday, going into Friday and Saturday, and then upper 70s continue on with a little shower and storm activity.
Coming up, the FDA calling for change after a spike in nicotine poisoning cases in children. We'll have more on the suggested safety changes after the morning sports blitz.
Coming up in sports, week 1 action in the NFL. The Packers looking to make a statement as they took on the Lions. All of highlights and reaction coming up in the morning blitz.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
While you're busy, your pup can play all day at Top Dog Retreat in West Salem. Safe, supervised fun with friends, plus plenty of exercise and love. Because a tired dog is a happy dog. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
Oh man.
Yard work piling up? Gear up for fall with great deals on select mowers, UVs, and compact tractors.
We need a bigger crew. Bad day to be a leaf pile.
Gear up for fall, now through September 30th.
Conquer every task on your list. Visit Tractor Central, take a seat, and see for yourself why nothing runs like a deer. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
Get an 11% rebate on everything when you shop at Menards. We're your destination for all concrete products. Whether you're setting a post or pouring a new sidewalk, we have what you need for your project. Get an 11% rebate on all concrete and mortar. Schultz Grass Seed is perfect for starting new lawns or overseeding existing lawns. A 3-pound bag covers up to 2,000 square feet. Right now, only $8.99 each after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards. News 8 Now wants to help you create memories with your family by watching movies on the big screen. Friday Flicks with Vicki Nichols of Sparta Cinema will tell you all about upcoming must-see blockbusters, plus exclusive deals at the theater. Watch this Friday at 5 a.m. on News 8 this morning. Presented by Sparta Cinema.
At Top Dog Retreat in West Salem, skip the mess and hassle at home. Our climate-controlled self-serve dog wash is open 24 hours to keep your dog clean, dry, and ready for their next adventure. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Okay, let's see. Headlines from News 8 Now? Check. Live updates all day? Check. Local breaking news? Yep. Weather every 10 minutes? Yes, please. Well, that was an easy choice. News 8 Plus. It puts the now in your day.
News 8 Now Sports.
Welcome to the Morning Blitz. The NFL season has arrived, and a lot of eyes were in Green Bay yesterday as the Packers, with a big Week 1 game, hosting the Lions. There's a lot to get to, so let's go to the highlights. To Lambeau we go. The Lions, they've won the last 3 games at Green Bay, but the Packers started off hot. First drive of the game for the Pack, facing a 3rd and 6. Love dropping back, finds the rookie Matthew Golden for a big first down, and then a little bit later, 3rd and 9 from the 15. Love up the seam, and that's Tucker Kraft making the catch. Touchdown Green Bay. It's 7-0 after the first drive of the game. Then here comes Micah Parsons making his debut. Detroit facing a 3rd and 9. Goff dropping back, but Parsons putting the pressure on, forced to check down. Lions have to punt it away. Both teams would trade field goals. Then with just under 10 to go in the half, Love, he's going to take a deep shot, has a man. That's Romeo Doubs coming down with it at the 17-yard line. Very next play, 1st and 10. Love taking a shot to the end zone, and that's Jaden Reed wide open. That's a Packers score, makes it 17-3. Green Bay rolling. Lions looking for an answer, trying to get some points before the half, but Goff picked off. Evan Williams jumps the route. Parsons was in on the pressure. Packers lead by 14 at the break. Third quarter was quiet, but first play of the fourth. And here's Rashawn Gary coming off the edge, in on the sack, brings Goff down at the 1-yard line. Packers would eventually take over, and on the next drive, it's Josh Jacobs taking it in, his 9th straight game with a touchdown. Packers go up 18. This game was pretty much a wrap, but with just over 4 minutes to go, Parsons on the prowl, chases Goff and brings him down for his first career sack in a Packer uniform. Lambeau was going nuts. Packers closed it out, 27-13 the final. Offense looked good and the defense was dominant.
We've got off to some slow starts and put ourselves behind. So it was a big goal for us to come out here and start fast, and we did exactly that. Came out, opening drive, scored points, so it's exactly how you want to start right there.
Anytime a divisional opponent, and in particular, that's kind of had their way with us the last 3 times here at Lambeau, I was just really proud, and I think of the energy our guys brought, not only in the first half, but I thought we matched it to start the second half as well.
Just an all-around team effort. Love was fantastic, 16 of 22, 188 yards, 2 touchdowns. The defense came away with 4 sacks and a ton of QB pressures that don't necessarily show up on the stat sheet. Packers start the season 1-0, and now they'll have a quick turnaround as they host the Washington Commanders for Thursday Night Football. No Viking highlights, and that's because they're in action tonight for Monday Night Football in Chicago against the Bears. Should be a fun one with J.J. McCarthy making his first NFL start. And on Chicago's side, former #1 overall draft pick Caleb Williams in his 2nd season with a new coaching staff. That one kicks off at 7:15 on ABC. That'll do it for the Blitz. We'll see you tonight.
If you have aging or cracked sewer lines that need to be replaced, choose Maxwell White. We make sewer replacements a stress-free process and make sure your lines are good to go for many years to come. For a limited time only, we're offering financing with 0% interest for 48 months. So call today.
Right now, it's the Labor Day sale at Home Furniture. Get up to 15% off sale prices, plus 3-year special financing. Choose from the largest in-stock selection of living room, dining room, and mattresses, plus free in-store design service. Our best Labor Day sale at Home Furniture ends Wednesday.
Everybody's friendly, and if you've got problems or need some help, they'll pitch in.
All the things I used to do before I came here, I still do. It gives you freedom and a little happiness.
You don't have to shovel, you don't have to mow.
I would recommend this place highly. We looked at several, and this was the top of my line. The meals, everything is just, it's great.
Sunken or uneven concrete only worsens with time due to changing seasons, stress on the slab, or poorly compacted soil. Thankfully, American Waterworks offers proven, warranted solutions. Typically less expensive than full replacement and more efficient and lightweight than mud jacking, our methods are designed to last. After all, your sunken concrete won't get better with time, but it will with our modern solutions. Choose confidence, choose reliability, choose American Waterworks.
Here's a dose of reality. Driving under the influence of prescription painkillers is just as illegal and just as deadly as driving drunk. In fact, there are nearly 2,000 drug-related crashes every year in Wisconsin. Help prevent drug driving, and let's achieve 0 preventable deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Driving on pills kills.
Dear veteran, if you or someone you know struggles with PTSD, family relationships, financial or other hardships, let us help get you back on track. Here at Project New Hope, we offer a no-cost weekend wilderness retreat with only one mission: you. Licensed counselors are available around the clock, meals are provided, and there is no obligation to you. For more information, please visit projectnewhope.net and let us help bring you home.
Hurry, it's the Labor Day patio closeout at Home Seasonal Concepts. Up to 75% off select floor models. When they're gone, they're gone. Seat pads from just $19.99. Patio umbrellas starting at $69.99. Protective covers up to 50% off while supplies last at Home Seasonal Concepts.
Stubborn clog that just won't give? With our drain cleaning services, we can remove those stubborn blockages without jeopardizing the integrity of your pipes. For a limited time, we're offering financing options with no interest if paid in full within 18 months. So call today.
The First Warn Weather app. Download it today.
Overall conditions for this week are going to be warming as we get into the 70s and 80s. More about that in just a moment.
Right now this morning, no taxes on tips. A local lawmaker explains how servers could keep more cash. And La Crosse's mayor offering personal meetings with citizens. We'll tell you how you can sign up for a one-on-one. La Crosse firefighters trading their hoses for boots to help kids with muscular dystrophy. How you can help as well. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter on this Monday, September 8th at 6:30 a.m. We'll send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett. He's tracking our weather for this brand new week for us. It's a good mood Monday. We're in shockingly good moods for a Monday at 6:30. Don't you think?
Aren't we?
Yeah, what's going on? What's in the water?
I don't know. Could be football. Could be football in the water, right? There we go. Getting into some 40s, some 30s right now this early morning. We'll also give way to some fog working into La Crosse. As you can see out in the distance there. Man, look at that. That is really working its way, and that's almost higher than the bridge right there. We'll also find ourselves getting into Eau Claire. You've got some cloud cover, some up in the lower levels there, kind of moving through right now. Partly cloudy skies for you, giving way to the afternoon. We're going to see for the morning, though, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s are on the way for you this afternoon with partly cloudy skies holding on to La Crosse. Getting into cloudy skies now for this morning, giving way to mostly cloudy, then eventually partly cloudy skies to finish out your morning going into the afternoon. Highs today will be around 70 to about 76 degrees in your forecast. And, of course, we take a look here, the possibility of maybe a sprinkler or two then for us today, giving way to a shower to a storm as we go into tomorrow. Then that continues in the evening with more showers possibly as we go into Wednesday. How about this, though? As I mentioned, 70s and 80s into your forecast as we get into Thursday, 80 to 82 degrees going into Friday as well, possibly even on Saturday for the weekend. Back to you.
Today, President Trump is expected to make remarks at the Museum of the Bible in Washington. That event comes as his administration starting an immigration operation in Boston. The president also sending some mixed messages over the weekend regarding his threats to send federal agents to Chicago. CBS's Bradley Blackburn has more for us.
President Donald Trump attended the U.S. Open over the weekend amid backlash over his threats to take over U.S. cities in a crackdown on crime and illegal immigration.
We're going to make a decision as to where we go over the next day or two.
Over the weekend, the president posted this meme on social media warning that, quote, Chicago about to find out why it's called the Department of War, also referring to his renaming the Department of Defense. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker pushed back on social media. Illinois won't be intimidated by a wannabe dictator. And on CBS News Face the Nation, Illinois Senator Tammy Duckworth.
It would be an illegal order to declare war on a major city, any city within the United States by the President of the United States.
Sunday, President Trump appeared to soften that rhetoric.
We're not going to war. We're going to clean up our cities.
This, as CBS News has learned, the administration is pushing forward with a plan to turn a naval base north of Chicago into a staging area for potential immigration operations. And an internal memo obtained by CBS News says roughly 250 federal agents have been requested. Sparking protests as the Windy City also held Mexican Independence Day events over the weekend. Also Sunday, the Department of Homeland Security said it has launched a new immigration enforcement operation in Massachusetts dubbed Patriot 2.0. DHS says to target the worst criminal illegal aliens living in the state. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Restaurant workers could keep more of their tips under President Trump's so-called Big Beautiful Bill. Representative Derek Van Orden hosted a no tax on tips event over the weekend promoting that legislation, where he broke down how eliminating tip taxes could impact food service workers.
So the servers here, they get up, they work very, very hard. And I want them to be able to keep as much money that they earn as possible. And that's what this bill is doing. We're talking about $25,000 a year worth of a tax break for their tips. And that's the right thing to do.
Opponents of the bill argue the cuts to overtime are just temporary, and the Big Beautiful Bill will strip millions of Americans from health care and food benefits. La Crosse Mayor Shondell Washington Spivey looking to hear your concerns. The mayor will hold 15-minute sessions starting October 8th, continuing every second Wednesday of the month after that. He says he wants to give citizens his complete attention and hear their ideas for improving the city. If you're interested, sign up on cityoflacrosse.org. If you see firefighters standing in the street today at one intersection, don't worry, they're not responding to an emergency. News 8 Now Seth Padilla joins us to tell us why La Crosse firefighters will be asking for help in a different way today.
Alexandra, you may see local firefighters in an unusual spot this afternoon, right in the middle of the street collecting donations. It's all for the Fill the Boot campaign to benefit the Muscular Dystrophy Association. Firefighters will be at 4th Street and La Crosse Street from 2:30 to 5:30 p.m. Donations go toward research, care programs, and children's summer camps.
The last couple of years, it's been about $4,000 in a span of 3 hours that we'll raise, but other years we've raised closer to $8,000 to $9,000.
The Fill the Boot campaign has raised millions of dollars since 1954 for the Muscular Dystrophy Association. So look for those firefighters wearing safety vests in the street, and if you're not able to donate cash, the boots will have QR codes with other ways for you to donate. Reporting live from the newsroom, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now This Morning.
All right, a great cause. Thank you, Seth, for that update. And 600 flags have been put up in honor of first responders. Many are sponsored in honor of military veterans, but some flags are for local heroes. They'll be taken down today at 3 during a special ceremony.
Flags of Honor is a display we've been doing down here for about 5 years. It's a fundraiser that the Legion has been doing a lot of remodeling, so it's been helping with the building remodeling, but it's also a way to honor all of our community heroes.
To sponsor a flag, forms are available Memorial Day weekend every year. The flags are displayed the weekend after Labor Day. The King has left La Crosse, but not before crowning a new Elvis champion. Tim Hendry took first place. Look at that scream. That's how you know Elvis is in the building, right? He took place at yesterday's Elvis Explosion finale, with Jesse Arn finishing second. The 3-day competition at the La Crosse Center brought tribute artists and fans from around the world. All came to honor the King of Rock and Roll.
Just the fans of La Crosse have been great. They support the event and in the Coulee region, and we're very thankful. And we'll be back always the weekend after Labor Day for next year.
This year's competition saw more than 40 competitors, including 8 world champions. In our medical news this morning, the FDA wants nicotine pouch manufacturers to use child-resistant packaging. It comes as nicotine pouch exposure cases among young children have risen, with some causing nicotine poisoning. The FDA says exposure cases steadily climbed from April 2022 through March of 2025. About 72% involved children younger than age 5. Now we'll send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett. He's got an update on our morning commute.
Okay, and away we go. We're looking at this moisture coming in from the Gulf of Mexico, as well as some heat coming in from the west. They had some 90s there for most of last week, and now that's headed our way, gradually getting pulled closer to us. Humidity also getting pushed in here as well. And of course, you can see more of that humidity trying to work in from out of the Gulf along the Atlantic seaboard there. All right, that being said, let's take a look at what we've got going on. We're going to get right back into this, holding on to the possibility of, again, temperatures to hold on to some 40s and some 30s this early morning. We also have the wind gusts that are going to be kicking up as we go through the morning as well as the afternoon, and that carries over into the 7 o'clock hour and into midnight tonight, going into tomorrow as well, with breezy and gusty winds continuing to go all the way through the 1 o'clock hour for tomorrow. Then eventually we get into this. You're seeing La Crosse holding on to some mostly cloudy skies, the cloudier conditions giving way to some sprinkles possibly as we start the morning hours. And then sunshine prevails for the better part of the day. We'll also find ourselves with those 70s giving way to Eau Claire with some 70s in your forecast as well as a warmer day ensues. Your high temperatures today, 70s pretty much from low 70s to the middle 70s. And that's what I've got going on for you over the next couple of days, though. We'll be also seeing temperatures warming up in the early morning. Tomorrow will be like this, 50s and the 60s, giving way to possible rainfall in your forecast. When I come back, we'll talk about that in just a moment.
Before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8.
All right, Finley is turning 8. He loves animals, Super Mario Brothers, and spending time with his family.
Happy birthday. And Luna is also turning 8, celebrating her golden birthday. She loves to play with her cousins and dance to K-pop Demon Hunter songs. And Golden is your song today, Luna.
Right on. Sapphire is turning 18. She loves anime, her 2 cats, and of course, she also loves her dogs and spending time with her younger sisters.
Happy birthday to you. And if you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, 88, 98, 108, we'd love to feature them.
Wait, you talking about me? Hang on a second.
I know.
All right, that's right. Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com, and look for the Submit Pictures button under the Home tab on our website.
Still to come, it's Mindful Monday, and we're crunching the numbers on the money mistakes hurting college students' grades. We'll have those details after the break.
Huge selection of rugs and cowhide under the white tent next to Carl's Appliance in Onalaska. Multiple sizes, including round rugs and so much more. Hurry in. Don't miss this one-of-a-kind sale.
Get an 11% rebate on everything when you shop at Menards. Finish up projects with GE branded silicone sealants. Tub and tile silicone is 100% waterproof, making it perfect for kitchens and bathrooms. Get a tube for just $4.98 each after rebate. Update your home today with new sheet vinyl flooring from Mohawk. The Engage series is durable, easy to install, and waterproof. Right now, just 69 cents a square foot after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Wait, you gave yourself a flu vaccine?
At your house?
How?
FluMist, it's a flu vaccine you give yourself.
Yeah, at home.
You do what at home? FluMist Home. What? FluMist Home. A vaccine delivered to your home? Yes.
You give yourself a shot? No, it's a mist that goes up my nose. My mom does it.
And it works?
Yeah, it's the same flu vaccine you get at the doctor's or pharmacy.
So easy. Even you can do it, Chief.
FluMist is a nasal spray flu vaccine for people aged 2 to 49. Don't get FluMist if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its components, eggs, or to other flu vaccines. Do not give FluMist to children or adolescents taking aspirin therapy. Tell your healthcare provider about all your medical conditions, including asthma, wheezing, or Guillain-Barré syndrome, and about all the medicines you take. Runny or stuffy nose, sore throat, or fever may occur.
So I can order FluMist online? Yeah, just go get your phone. Huh.
Get flu protection without the injection. Order at flumist.com.
Right now, get a great deal on the durable Kubota RTVX. When there's work to do and a reputation to uphold, it's built to haul it all and do it all. Half-ton capabilities with attachments to get the job done right. It's North America's #1 selling diesel utility vehicle. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 1.99% APR for up to 36 months, or save up to $300.
Visit us today and experience the difference.
They often say variety is the spice of life. Well, if that's what you're looking for, the Board Store is your destination because we have variety. We have windows and doors. We have siding. We have sunrooms. We have kitchens. We have bathrooms. We have flooring. We have tile. Whatever your home improvement needs are, interior or exterior, there's no better destination than the Board Store showrooms at 524 Copeland Avenue in La Crosse.
Huge selection of rugs and cowhide under the white tent next to Carl's Appliance in Onalaska. Inventory is priced to sell, so stop in today. Multiple sizes, including round rugs and so much more. Hurry in, don't miss this one-of-a-kind sale.
Hey, morning. How you doing? All right, as we start your day today, kids going to school, especially up by Ladysmith and Eau Claire, you've got some frost advisories going on right there as well. Temperatures are going to be in the 32, 36 degree mark, so it's pretty chilly all the way just west of Ladysmith and working all the way down to areas right by Black River Falls. So please be careful about that this early morning. You've got some low cloud activity still already working by. Passing clouds continue to kind of move through the region here for Eau Claire, and as that continues to happen, you're looking at fog really beginning to develop here and continue to move closer to the downtown area. You're seeing it also hold on to the river there, giving way to this as you get into the morning for La Crosse. 46 degrees this early morning. Kids going to school are holding on to 75 degrees with breezy conditions doing both ways. We'll also find ourselves holding on to Eau Claire with breezy conditions, 45 to 75 degrees, so fairly similar conditions in both locations. We'll go right back into La Crosse as we go right into it. Morning sprinkles, not out of the question. Coming across the river here from west to east, we'll get some sprinkles to finish out the morning, giving way to an afternoon day of sunshine and a few clouds here, partly cloudy skies we'll call it. Eau Claire, on the other hand, will have partly cloudy skies from the morning all the way into the afternoon, around 75 degrees for their highs today. Everybody, though, getting into it. 69 degrees for Medford, holding on to about 75 for La Crosse, 75 for Eau Claire, 76 as you get down to Prairie du Chien. We'll have some breezy and gusty winds starting around the 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock hour this morning. Winds will get up to about 25, 26 miles per hour. That will carry over into tonight as well, getting overnight going into Tuesday, where we'll see those winds continue on through the morning hours into the afternoon. How about this, though? Highs for Tuesday, 63 to about maybe 74, maybe 75 degrees. We'll see how that plays out. Maybe a shower or two for the morning hours, especially up by Eau Claire, and then giving way to a storm or two that'll spread across the region for everybody. We're also going to see Wednesday holding on to upper 70s in your forecast, but we'll also see 80s rolling the picture as you go into Thursday, right into warmer conditions for Friday, continuing with that right into 83 degrees for Saturday with maybe a shower or two and maybe stormy conditions for Sunday, 79 degrees with 78 to finish out on Monday of next week. That's your forecast. Be safe out there.
And on this Mindful Monday, a new survey from Affinity Plus shows more than 40% of young Minnesotans struggle to cover basics like tuition and groceries, and it's impacting their grades. We're joined this morning by Jamie Bowman from Affinity Plus on this Mindful Monday with practical ways students can take control of their finances. Jamie, nice to see you this morning. Did I say your last name wrong?
Bauman.
Yep, okay. I always struggle with that one. All right, Jamie Bauman. We love to see you here.
Thank you.
Always nice to see you. So those numbers are pretty striking, right? 40% struggling with basics. What do you think is behind this?
Yeah, so like you said, 40% of young adults ages 18 to 24 are struggling with their finances. Whether it's rent, groceries, tuition, these things are adding up, making it a struggle for them just to live their day-to-day. In fact, the study shows that 1 in 3 students are also having their finances so stressful that it's preventing them from succeeding financially and academically. So it's really a bigger issue that we're finding in this study.
Yeah, wow.
So the survey also shows that they think that budgeting is also a factor as well, and how are they doing it? It is making them disconnect to everything educationally.
Yeah, exactly right. So 75% of students in this survey also said that finances are something that's super important to them. They just don't know how to do it, and they're taking kind of matters into their own hands without a lot of foundation building blocks around it. So they're maybe keeping track of it mentally or kind of guesstimating how much money they have at the end of the month, which is really leading them to struggle financially. We also found that this group of students and this group of young adults also really values their social time. So whether it's going out with friends or entertainment, which is adding to their already tight budget and helping them feel that pressure of, I need to succeed financially, but I also want to have a social life, and that blend is really hard for them.
Okay, so they don't want to miss out on anything, right?
Kind of that FOMO situation.
Exactly.
Yes.
So what can they do about it?
Yeah, so the first thing is to sit down with a financial coach, and we are very specific when we talk about financial coaches versus financial planners. Both are important, but there's different roles for both of them. A financial coach is with you to set a plan, think about it as in sports, right? You set a game plan. You maybe, this is what we're going to do, and they maybe have to make a couple of tweaks here and there, but that coach doesn't give them the plan and leave. That coach is there with them step by step and maybe giving them some additional inspiration or changing that up. So a financial coach is really important when we're setting that foundation for finances. And then from there, something as simple as setting up a checking and savings account with that pay yourself first mentality, even setting $10 aside every month on an automatic reoccurring basis can really help set that foundation for success in the financial future.
Okay, good
Can't
start.
forget about parents now. Hey, parents, how can they get involved in
Yeah,
this?
parents are so important in this, and it's not just parents, it's parents and family friends and grandparents and aunts and uncles, because while we know that this group of students and young adults is very tuned in to their technology, 75% of those students say that they're going to go to their trusted family and friend to ask for financial help. So having those conversations young and having those conversations often is very important. Something as cool that Affinity Plus offers is our youth banking app, which can give young people some tools that you can sit down with your parents and look at budgeting and make loan scenarios and say, hey, if you wanted to go to school, this is maybe what that payment's going to look like. So finding those tools and using them while your kids are still young.
Okay, great. And so we know Affinity has some tools like you just mentioned. There are also tools on campus too. So what other resources are there that maybe parents and students don't even know about?
Yes, there's so many great resources that, like exactly what you said, that they just don't know about.
Yeah.
So Affinity Plus has campus branches at 7 universities across the state of Minnesota, including one right at Winona State University. So students and faculty and staff can come over. We can talk about budgeting. We can talk about how to set up an emergency savings plan. And these are all free services for students because our goal there is to really just help them succeed financially and build that financial literacy at the same time.
I would also recommend, from my point of view, the person that they may go to as that other person that can help them financially, maybe they should go to the meeting as well, because some of my account, people are like, you have money? Oh, really? Let me help you. So,
exactly.
Okay, great. And anything else you want these young people just getting started out there? What should they know? Any final words?
Great question. So banking does not have to be tricky. It does not have to be intimidating. That's one thing that Affinity Plus really celebrates is approachable banking. So you're never too late. It's never too young to come in and have those conversations. If you're at a university, feel free to visit us at one of our university branches. You can visit us at the Winona branch in the community. Also, affinityplus.org is a great spot to get some information started.
Okay, great to know. A great conversation, Jamie Bavlin. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you.
Stay with us. We're back right after this.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
If you have aging or cracked sewer lines that need to be replaced, choose Maxwell White. We make sewer replacements a stress-free process and make sure your lines are good to go for many years to come. For a limited time only, we're offering financing with 0% interest for 48 months. So call today.
Fleet Farm's turning 70, and you're invited to the party. Join us September 12th through the 14th for a shot at over $170,000 in prizes and giveaways. We'll have a different giveaway for the first 500 guests each day. Free water bottles, can koozies, or hats. Plus, enjoy free hot dogs or snacks while you shop special anniversary deals store-wide. Don't miss our 70th celebration, September 12th through 14th at Fleet Farm. For more details, go to fleetfarm.com/anniversary.
The independent living is really nice because you have your own apartment and it's just like living at home.
Although I thought I was way too young to be moving in a place like this, finding Welcome Home was just like finding a home.
Live your life the way you want to and don't have to worry about all the other chores and insurance and things like that.
I like that we get a balanced meal.
Those little helps really help me to be independent.
We hear it all the time. A company gives a homeowner a quote for replacement windows. When the homeowner hesitates, they drop the price by almost 50% if they sign today. Makes you wonder why they didn't offer that price to begin with.
They called us for a second opinion. Our price, over $5,000 less, without the sales games and for better windows.
At Clear Choice, we believe in honest pricing, no pressure, and quality you can trust.
Don't get pressured into a bad deal. Call us today.
Choose Clear Choice or something less.
Stubborn clog that just won't give? With our drain cleaning services, we can remove those stubborn blockages without jeopardizing the integrity of your pipes. For a limited time, we're offering financing options with no interest if paid in full within 18 months. So call today.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
The Brewers are coming to the Coulee region.
And there she goes!
Yeah, you heard that right. All summer long, you can catch the Brewers right here and for free. No pay-per-view, no subscription, just good old reliable free TV the way the baseball gods intended it. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the action as News 8 now brings you 10 games throughout the summer.
A grand slam for Christian.
The Brewers playing here? You're welcome. The Milwaukee Brewers on News 8 now.
Keeping you safe and ahead of the storm. The first Warren Weather Storm Runner. Only from News 8 Now. Expect more. The News 8 Plus app. Local news on your time. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
A celebration yesterday marked New York City's 400th anniversary. Performers from 23 Broadway shows entertained crowds in Times Square. Despite some rain, the free event called Founded by Broadway honored the past, present, and future of the city's theater district, part of a year-long tribute organized by the mayor.
You might see local firefighters out this afternoon in the street collecting donations. It's for the Fill the Boot campaign to benefit the Muscular Dystrophy Association. Firefighters will be at 4th Street and Lacrosse Street from 2:30 to 5:30 p.m.
It's a nationwide thing that fire departments do, partnership with Fill the Boot. So it's been over 70 years that fire departments have been partnering with Fill the Boot.
The Fill the Boot campaign has raised millions of dollars since 1954 for the Muscular Dystrophy Association. And if you are not able to donate cash, the boots will have QR codes with other ways to donate.
Thank you, Seth. And La Crosse Mayor Shondell Washington Spivey looking to hear from you. He will hold 15-minute sessions starting October 8th, continuing every second Wednesday of the month. Washington Spivey says he wants to give citizens his complete attention and to hear their ideas for improving the city. If you're interested, visit the city website. Restaurant workers could keep more of their tips under President Trump's so-called Big Beautiful Bill. Representative Derek Van Orden hosted a No Tax on Tips event promoting that legislation. He broke down how eliminating tip taxes would impact food service workers.
So the servers here, they get up, they work very, very hard. And I want them to be able to keep as much money that they earn as possible. And that's what this bill is doing. We're talking about $25,000 a year worth of a tax break for their tips. And that's the right thing to do.
Opponents of the bill argue cuts to overtime are temporary and the Big Beautiful Bill will strip millions of Americans from health care and food stamps.
All right, you should maybe go out there and check this out. You can see that fall continuing to track into the area gradually. We have winds out of the south-southeast that are going to start to pick up. They'll get a little breezy later on this morning, getting into the afternoon as well. Look for some sprinkles possibly today, giving way to a little bit of rainfall coming back again for tomorrow. We'll see temperatures in the 70s, warming up with the low 80s. Go into the weekend, still holding on to some 80s, and then eventually upper 70s on the way.
All right, we are sure happy to see those 80s return. Some of us are. Thank you, and thank you for waking up with us. We will see you back here at noon.